today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Conley. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over first and
here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On first down, Nesbitt. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
number 27.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll run on first down. Nesbitt, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Jerome Baker in on
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Nesbitt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up
On second down, here's Burrow. Shakes off the sack. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Broncos' 7-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball on just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes, still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Richardson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup.
Richardson now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
8 yards.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow throwing middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
1st and 10.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Again, it's Burrow. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Broncos 0.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
50-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
That's a jet sweep. The football to Woods.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. The tackle by Logan Wilson. A gain on the play. 1st down, Denver.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 24, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now 4th down.
On 4th down, Richardson got a man complete. It's Hamler.
Richardson's pass.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Richardson to throw on 2nd down. This is the tight end, Fant. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be interesting to see.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Joe Burrow's sack.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. That's going to be caught by Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Jerry Judy. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I'll have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Broncos 6.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
24-yard line.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Ball carried by number 2.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 27.
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Burrow will throw.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
30-yard line.
To throw is Richardson on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Richardson on 1st and 10. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The left side throw complete to Adams. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
5-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. And Burrow going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Gerald Everett, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Richardson now. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Richardson, operating from the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Denver.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
For the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Richardson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Richardson's pass intended for Robert.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From midfield now, Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And the pressure gets to him again.
A loss of 7 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 45.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
On third down, Nesbitt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll keep it on the ground. Nesbitt. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Richardson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
On first down, Nesbitt. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 27.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nesbitt. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Nick Needham picks it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Richardson. Throwing on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On first and goal, Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try again with Howard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Devon Hamilton on the tackle.
Now Richardson going to throw on third and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Number 17.
Robert Woods. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Welcome back now here in London, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And Adams has it complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Richardson now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Here's Conley. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11 more yards.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
19 yards. First down, Denver.
Here's Richardson on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Richardson.
Not much there, only a yard.
Number 24. 1-yard gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Richardson. His throw incomplete.
Richardson.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Robert Woods.
Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense. Oh, no.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That's complete, right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away.